Hey everybody, it's Matthew of Mr. Domestic, where we spread joy and positivity through sewing and fabric play. In this video, I am going to show you chain piecing and English paper piecing. I just discovered this last night while sitting on my couch, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have to do a quick video to share this with people because it made things, one, more crisp, and two, more efficient, and I'm all about that. So, before we get into the content, I wanted to give you a warning. If men with nail polish is triggering for you, then this is not the video for you. Sunday night is Helena and my nail polish day, and she noticed last week that I took it off right away. So I promised her that I would keep it on for at least one day. So before we get into the content, anytime you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get ready to have some fun together. So in this video, I'm going to be walking through part of this block. Which block is it? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Block 18 in the Farmer's Wife 1920s quilt. And one I did without it, one I did with chain piecing, and oh my goodness is the difference. Let me see if you can see it. I mean, it's very minimal, but see how that one's off right there, and that one's off a little bit. This one, it is seamless, like seamless. It all fit together awesomely. So, since I'm all about choices, I'm going to make this interactive, and you can pick which one you want me to walk you through. So do you want the coral? Do you want the orange? I'm totally kidding, you can't do that on YouTube. But I'm going to do the orange. So as you can see, I have my thimble pad on, I have my thread cutter's ring, two things I always have on, I have my milliner needle, I am using Wonderful Deco Bob, it's a white, love it, always double thread, and this is what I'm going to do. So any block where you have succession like this is a perfect opportunity. Let me move this over here, and I'm just going to start on one end and go all the way through. Right here. Let me get in closer so that you can like really see it. And then this is how I always start. I don't start with a knot on the end. I have videos walking through each one of these steps if you want more on any of them. This is basically just going to walk you through the chain piecing and how I constructed this to show you how awesomely efficient it is. But I'm going to walk through a couple of my whip stitches. I do always whip stitch between like 3 and 5 millimeters each stitch. I do it towards me, but one joy in sewing is we're all trying to find our own way that works. So if you find a different way, go for it. And I'm going to speed it up a little and get to right there. Okay, now I'm to the end of here, and these stitches are admittedly sloppy. Don't clock my stitches. It's all about chain piecing. Okay, so I have secured that with a double knot. And then now it's these two that I want to sew together. So I'm going to go ahead and fold them and put them right here. It doesn't have to be like right up against it at first because the stitches will naturally do it. But I just find it easier to hold when I do it. And then I'm just going to keep on going like this. Right here, as if it were one continuous piece. And then do a couple. And then I'm going to fast forward a little and get to the other point. Okay, now I am to the last stitch there, and I'm going to do my ninja figure 8 action, double knot it. So see, loosey-goosey right here, and then make sure it doesn't get caught up. And then put these two together, right? Make sure that they're all lined up, and then this one is going to fit here. Like this. Like that. It's just like I'm continuing. And if you don't want to hold these together, you can have it loose. See, like this. See how I have it loose right now? But then just pull on it to tighten it. Like that. And it makes it much easier. if they're right up against each other to make sure that the intersections match up, just like traditional chain piecing. If you haven't seen my quilting chain piecing, traditional piecing, make sure to watch that video. I'll card it right here. And then I will fast forward to get here. Chain pieced the first go. This, and then thread cut a ring. Yeah, cut, cut, cut. There, so, ta-da! Chain piecing in EPP. This is super cool. So, ta-da! All of these are done. This straight line, right here, like this. Boom. And these are right next to each other, right? So this is going to do two things. It being there, it's going to help immediately line this up to that. I mean, this, that to that. And then it's going to keep those right next to each other. So it is awesome, amazing, next level. So all I'm going to do is fold that over. See that? Folded it over, and since it was right up against each other, it automatically lines it up. And then I am just going to go up one side and then go up the next. And I'll show you getting this started. Like, it saves so much time. Like, not only is it a cuter block, like for those that like to clock each other's blocks, but it's so much more efficient and made it faster. And then it keeps all of the pieces together. So I'm just going to get started here. Once again, all I'm doing is whip stitching. If you like the other stitches, that's fine. I support you. This is my go-to. See, so I'm going to fast forward and get to that intersection and show you. Okay, now I am to the end here, and I am going to double knot it. I always double knot any intersection where I have to bend the papers, just because it keeps it there. So, yes, there. Okay. And then now I'm going to just go up the other side, like this. And admittedly, I'm going fast in this video because it is just about chain piecing with English paper piecing. And if you're needing some of the rudiments of EPP, I've got a whole series and a playlist that I will card right here. And I'll fast forward till I get to the end. Okay, now I'm to the end of one half of the internal diamond, and then I just want to look. Look at that! Look at that! It's like it's just, look at that! It's so nice. And one thing with this one is now I can go up the other side and everything is just ready to go. See once again how it's like this. Just line it up here, right there. And it's good to go. And I am going to stitch up the other side. There's not much more to say here about it other than like it's super duper awesome, next level English paper piecing. Share it with all your friends. But I am going to fast forward because fast forward is fun. And then I'll come back talking. Okay, so yeah, That was so fast, so much faster than the very first one that I did. And wow, all of those intersections are so crisp. And there's one other step that I do, and a lot of y'all are like, how do you get your blocks so cute? And I've done this in other videos, but I'll do it in here real quick. I iron them, and I do have like a system of how I iron it to like maximum cuteness. It'll take my iron, and I do it where it's right side up with high steam, high heat, because like why anything else? So boom, boom, boom. And then I'll do it with the right side down, and any kind of like warpage that happens, because a lot of times it'll like curve, any kind of warpage, it gets rid of there. And then boom, now it's a flat, crisp block. And yes, I've started to leave my my needles on the end of my blocks so that I don't lose them when I'm in the middle of EPP. So that's a best practice for English paper piecing for y'all. So hopefully y'all are as jazzed about this chain piecing and English paper piecing as I am, and you got some stuff out of this, and you got a laugh or a tip or a trick. And if you did, make sure to give it the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now keep it positive, y'all. Mr. Domestic out.